We good? 10's good? Yep.
All right, thank you for coming. I can give you some brief details in relation to a homicide that occurred here in Albert Street, Murray Bridge last night, but there's a number of things for operational reasons I can't disclose at this early stage. What I can tell you is that a 57-year-old female occupant from this address was found shortly after 8 p.m. last night with significant injuries, which led us to the inescapable conclusion that this person had been murdered by somebody a short time prior. Just after 8 p.m, a person walking their dog along here saw a man attempting to kick in the door at the house, and that person went away, accessed a telephone and called the police, who attended a short time later. The police that arrived found the deceased at the premises. Between then and shortly after 9 p.m, there was a number of sightings of the male person who is known to police. The last confirmed sightings were at Elizabeth and Railway Terrace at Murray Bridge at about 9 p.m, or just shortly afterwards. The male, when he was last seen, was wearing a faded red t-shirt and jeans and no shoes, but we have no information about what the man would be wearing at the moment. We do know that he's about 44 years old, Caucasian appearance, average build, and he's balding with very short hair around the sides and back, and possibly a rat's tail hanging at the back of his head. And we do know that a number of people know who's responsible for this murder and have knowledge of who this person is. We'd encourage the man, if he's watching, or his friends if they have contact with him, to either through family and friends or through a solicitor contact the police and come in and give himself up, because it won't go away, and it's better that he does, as I say, get advice and come in and surrender to the police as early as possible. Also, there may be people who know the identity of this person. We'd encourage them not to approach him, but to ring police immediately if he's seen.
What was that man's relationship with the deceased woman?
I don't know that quite clearly, but we believe there is a relationship with the house, but it's not a de facto or a domestic situation.
Was a weapon used?
I can't tell you anything about the weapon or the manner of death at this stage for operational reasons.
What sort of things are officers doing here this morning? There seems to be a lot of you.
A forensic response team is still in the house. They'll be there for a considerable period of time. There's a number of locations where the person was seen. Those need to be searched. We have Star Group officers coming up and a search coordinator. A little bit later this morning there'll be a team of local SES people joining to conduct some searches in a number of areas, and we'll let you know where that's going to be. And then we've also got police making inquiries to locate the offender, and other groups of police taking statements, interviewing people.
Are you investigating any links to drug trade in relation to this murder?
Look, I think it's too early to speculate about what the reason for the murder is. The truth of it is we don't know the reason for the murder at the moment.
Was the woman or the man known to police? The victim and the person you're looking for?
Yes. The man is known to police, local police who know him quite well.
So you know the man's identity that you're looking for?
Yes, we do.
And was the woman known to police? Did she have a record at all?
I'm not going to talk about the woman, but she is known to police.
Will you release a photograph of the man that you're seeking?
We'll see how the investigation goes this morning and make sure that there's no issues around identification, and that'll be something we'll consider later in the day.
Do you consider him dangerous at the moment?
The man obviously committed a brutal murder a short time ago within the last 24 hours and is currently fleeing, and really anybody in that situation is dangerous and shouldn't be approached by anybody.
So when you explain brutal, it means that it's quite obvious, the crime scene, that this was a terrible, terrible way to go.
Yeah, certainly any person who discovered that crime scene would be left with no doubt that it was a deliberate murder of the lady. Thank you.
Thanks everyone.